As a film critic, occasionally something wonderful happens. It doesn't happen all that regularly. In fact, it probably only happens about once a year. But when it does happen, it's fascinating. Occasionally, you watch a movie that makes choices so strange that attempting to describe the plot of said movie to somebody who hasn't seen it will make you sound like a madman. To be clear, I'm not talking about the absurdist or surrealist works like those of David Lynch. In the case of most Lynch projects, I'm able to parse my emotional, if not my rational understanding of them. I'm talking about films like Serenity or Book of Henry, movies that appear outwardly conventional, but take an early right turn into insanity and just keep right on going. Outside the Wire is one such movie. It starts relatively straightforward. Set against the backdrop of Eastern Europe in the distant future of 2035, the film focuses on Damson Idris's Thomas Harp, a drone pilot. When Harp makes a judgment call that results in the death of 2 servicemen, he's reassigned to active service. With the film's emphasis on drone warfare and combat robots known as Gumps, Outside the Wire initially looks like a pulpy twist in the sort of earnest moral dramas, like Good Kill or Eye in the Sky, about how drone warfare has dehumanized the act of killing. Then Outside the Wire takes several turns. Harp is assigned to work with Anthony Mackie's Leo. Within minutes of this introduction, Leo conscripts Harp to work with him on a vaccine delivery to a local children's hospital. However, this is just an elaborate ruse for Leo's attempts to track down local warlord Viktor Koval, who is plotting to get a hold of the Ukrainian nuclear arsenal. In the space of about 3 minutes of screen time, Outside the Wire transforms from an exploration of drone warfare to a hearts and minds road movie to a men on a mission with the world at stake adventure. And then Leo takes off his shirt and reveals that he is an android. All of this happens in the first 20 minutes.
I'm gonna give you 60 seconds to deal with it.
Outside the Wire gestures in the broadest possible manner to profound philosophical questions about the nature of war. But the movie's android logic operates in fits and contortions to justify whatever the plot needs Leo to do in a given scene to push the movie along. Leo is driven less by Asimovian rules than he is by the internal logic of an 80s action movie, with at least Anthony Mackie enjoying the absurdity.
Welcome to the war, kid.
This is a movie in which Leo all but literally jokes that if Koval gets a hold of these nuclear weapons, anybody not wearing 2 million sunblock is gonna have a really bad day. Indeed, there are times when Outside the Wire feels like Terminator 2, if Terminator 2 were made by Canon Films, but with real money, right down to the film's gonzo restaging of the Cold War status quo. Outside the Wire makes no sense. Its action scenes are cut to the point of incoherence. Its thematic through lines are severely muddled. Its internal logic is, let's just call it loose. Outside the Wire is a bad film. But there are moments when Mackie is having enough fun, and the film is so completely detached from reality that its exuberance becomes infectious. Sadly, these moments are the exception. There are also long stretches where a viewer might wonder if the film would work better if they turned it off and maybe back on again. Outside the Wire is available on Netflix from Friday the 15th of January.